Hi everyone, I'm Jenny Pagano, Vice President of Retirement Markets and a member of the Values Committee. Welcome to the Q4 Elite videos. Make sure you watch until the very end to see who wins the raffle for the nominees and nominators of the Excellence Awards. Have a great quarter.
Hello, I'm Danita Garrett, and I'm nominating Kim Gordon for the Elite Award of Esprit de Corps. Kim has worked with the Intercom members since 2017 on the parking and transportation benefit. Kim has provided excellent service and claims processing. When Intercom members found out they were leaving the contractors plan, Kim had several members reach out to her, thanking her for her help over the years and telling her how much they will miss her. One member asked her to explain the benefits of the new plan. She had to decline that request, but directed the member to contact her HR. Thank you, Kim, for a great job.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Dolger, data engineer, nominating Autumn Jamail for Esprit de Corps. It was the day before Thanksgiving. We had two major clients with open enrollment payroll deduction files that were due. I had started working on them, but I was waylaid by Thanksgiving travel. In a high-pressure situation, Autumn selflessly offered to finalize the files despite having a full plate of her own work. As a result, clients were happy, and Thanksgiving was saved. Thanks, Autumn.
Hi, I am Kristen Keeling, Director of Underwriting here at Fringe, and today I'm here to nominate one of our own, Giancarlo Reyes. Giancarlo is a man of few words, but he has extraordinary abilities. He goes above and beyond time after time to help his team members out, whether it be on a formatting issue, auditing tasks, time-saving tips, or most recently, being our team liaison for IT. Our group has had a lot of IT issues since we're all remote, and instead of each of us going to IT one-on-one, we all circulate things through Giancarlo. He finds a solution, he shares it with the team, and so we only have to really go to IT once. That has been a very big time-saving thing for our department. So Giancarlo, thank you for everything you do. You are definitely a jewel.
My name is Amanda Lorber, and I am one of the account executives on the CPT side of the house. My nomination is for Ms. April Griggs for Esprit de Corps. Back in December, we had a key client have a meeting that needed to have Spanish translation, and our host ended up canceling at the very last minute. So I reached across the aisle, so to speak, and asked Ms. April if she would kindly give me her time and a resource to help facilitate the meeting the following morning. Without asking any questions, she immediately sprang into action. She was so helpful, and we were able to pull off a really successful meeting the following morning. In the spirit of candid collaboration, and at the end of the day, we're all a team, I thank Ms. April Griggs for her time and for really displaying the value of Esprit de Corps.
Hi, my name is Kristen Keeling, and I'm the Director of Underwriting. I'm here today to nominate Josh Castiglione for Bring Gusto. When it came to our digital fulfillment project, we hit a unique hiccup that needed his special touch. As always, he brought his knowledge, sensitive touch, and respectful arguments to the table to assist in multiple departments. He hopped right in, bringing gusto and helping client services and marketing come up with language for distribution to clients and employees, as well as an FAQ that he and Bailey put together. He was also vital in doing testing for the mobile app as well as digital fulfillment. Thank you, Josh, for your outstanding knowledge and work on this project.
Hi, I'm Tina Myers.
I'm Kim Jackson-Holter.
And I'm April Griggs.
And we are part of the awesome A-Team in Client Services. And we are here today to nominate our awesome account coordinator, Karina Salazar, for the value of Deliver Service.
So fourth quarter is extremely busy for Client Services team, and the account executives rely heavily on our fabulous account coordinators to help us test each group setup, as well as OE guides and fulfillment. On the A team, we are very lucky to have Karina Salazar as our account coordinator. Karina is instrumental in not only the day-to-day tasks she covers, but she really shines during fourth quarter.
So Karina works primarily with Kim and myself. And in fourth quarter this year, there were actually 2 discoveries that Karina made that were lights out, awesome, and above and beyond. For one of Kim's groups, Karina was able to find errors regarding a unique product network, which included copays. And for one of my groups, she was able to discover that there is a benefit that we have had in a benefit guide for over 5 years that the group actually does not have. So these were 2 huge finds that, with Karina discovering it, made for much cleaner implementations for both of these groups, and that made for a seamless open enrollment in 2026. Thank you, Karina, for being awesome. We very much appreciate you.
Hello, I'm Suzanne Simpson from the Human Resource Team. Today I'm presenting for Olivia Franco and Nikita Patel, who has nominated Wakita Gerald for Deliver Service. During Q4, the team experienced a significant increase in the renewal volume while operating with very limited capacity. At the same time, Wakita was supporting responsibilities across 2 departments, despite renewals no longer being a part of her primary role. Wakita consistently balanced competing priorities by supporting renewal work during peak demand while maintaining her day-to-day responsibilities. She proactively stepped in where help was needed, work was extended hours, and ensured that work across both departments continued moving forward without disruption. Her support was crucial in pushing renewals through during the busiest time of the year. Because of her efforts, deadlines were met. Workload pressure was reduced across teams, and service levels were maintained during Q4. Her contributions directly enabled the team to successfully close out the quarter. Great job, Wakita.
Hi, I'm Tina Myers.
I'm Kim Jackson-Holter.
I'm April Scriggs.
And we are part of the Awesome A-Team in Client Services. And we are here today to nominate our account coordinator, Julissa Puga, for the value of Deliver Service.
Awesome. So we'll start off with Julissa and Deliver Service. In fourth quarter, it is extremely busy for the Client Services team and our account executives. We rely heavily on our fabulous account coordinators to help us test each group setup, as well as open enrollment guides and reviewing and auditing fulfillment. On the A-Team, we are very lucky to have Julissa Puga as an account coordinator. Julissa is instrumental in not only the day-to-day tasks she covers, but she really shines during fourth quarter. She's awesome. Client Services, has a new group, Cracker Barrel, for an example, and Julissa was excellent at testing their very complex setup. She also worked along with our data analytic team, and she was able to utilize our new system setup testing application, which was awesome for the new group. Julissa was able to navigate the nuances of the new group combined with testing and use some dummy test cases as well, which was something that was new for client services and our technical team. The impact, Julissa was able to successfully test all of Cracker Barrel's setup in a timely and efficient manner, and the client has had a great first open enrollment experience with Fringe, which we appreciate. Thank you, Julissa.
Hi, I'm Tina Myers. I am an account executive in client services. I am also the chair of the recognition committee, and I am here today to nominate Wakita Gerald for the value of Deliver Service. In 2025, I had 2 long-term clients that underwent a file vendor switch mid-year. Wakita created a very helpful file implementation intake form to facilitate all of the efforts that needed to go into the file vendor updating. Wakita went ahead and recognized a need that client services has and created this form again, which was extremely helpful. In my instance, I was able to spend a few minutes completing this form for each of my clients, which gave Wakita the information that she needed to go ahead and touch base with the different vendors to make sure that all of our file information moving forward was going to be smooth and clean. Thank you, Waikita, for taking the initiative on this. It has made fourth quarter a whole lot easier.
Hi friends, this is Holly Bowman. I'm one of the senior accountants here at FBG. Today I'm nominating Nicholas Dolger for Be Expert. One of our largest clients misses the payment deadline several months out of the year for cutoff, which requires us to do manual work in order to pay the carrier. Whenever Nicholas heard we were doing this manually, he was able to program something so that we could create the file on our own without having to have other departments do it for us. This eliminated the amount of time that it took for us to wait on other departments and us to be able to get the carrier paid in a timely manner so that the group did not become at risk of being terminated. Thank you, Nick, for your help. We appreciate what you do.
Hi, I'm Tina Myers,
And I'm Kim Jackson-Holter.
and we are account executives in client services, and we are here today to nominate our client services manager, April Scriggs, for the value of Be Experts.
April Scriggs is a dynamic and forward-thinking client services manager. April has gone above and beyond to make sure that everyone within client services and beyond is fluent in Zendesk.
Apris took the initiative to spearhead the Zendesk training project within client services. She created written and video backup for all of us, so our knowledge about the processes and how Zendesk works are cemented into our brains. She has gone above and beyond to answer any questions that any of us have and has made herself available to anyone throughout the company who has Zendesk issues.
April approaches her mentoring with warmth, compassion, and knowledge and is a great resource for all Zendesk-related questions. She helped to build and troubleshoot the Zendesk processes, which required her to spend her own personal time to become a Zendesk expert.
Her dedication, her leadership, and her hands-on approach have significantly improved the client services team's efficiency and confidence in Zendesk. Thank you so much, Apris, for being an awesome leader.
Hi, my name is Dennis Swatek. I work in the retirement department, and I am nominating Lena Lee for an Excellence Award under the value of Being Experts. I was having issues accessing old files in Fringe 360, which I need for research and auditing purposes. And Lena spent probably 6 to 7 hours over 4 straight days working on this problem, using her expertise and her IT knowledge to get it knocked out, which was a huge relief to me. So Lena, thank you so much for all your help. It was a pleasure working with you. You're a huge asset to this company. And once again, thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Terry Potts. I'm Director of Broker Services. Candace McComb and I would like to nominate Nick Dolger for the Value Be Experts. Each month we send emails to our brokers with copies of their compensation statement. In the past, these were sent as RTF files. Nick was able to convert them to a PDF format. They now look more professional, they include our logo, and they have reduced the amount of requests we receive for statement copies. This is a big win for both our teams and FBG. Thank you, Nick, for your work. It is appreciated.
Hi, my name is James Slade, and I'm the Creative Services Specialist on the marketing team, and I am nominating Anthony Medley for Be Experts. Anthony was helping me get set up on a new laptop until he noticed that the laptop that was assigned to me was underpowered for the Adobe software that I use. So he asked me what sort of specs I needed for a laptop in order to efficiently work in those programs. He and I worked together to figure out those specs, and he told me that he would get with his Dell rep to determine whether or not they had a machine that could do that. They did have a machine, and Anthony set me up with this new computer from Dell that has tremendously improved my quality of life in the Adobe software programs and has made me much more efficient in getting materials out in a timely manner. Thank you so much, Anthony. It's made a huge difference.
Hi, my name is Christy Carpenter, and I am doing this video on behalf of Cynthia Rodriguez. Cynthia nominated Jessica Ramos for the FBG Value Be Experts. Cynthia had a situation where she was unable to complete an enrollment on behalf of a client, and she had reached out to several people and were unable to get it resolved. She reached out to Jessica and walked Jessica through the situation. And within 5 minutes, Jessica had it solved. And then Jessica took the time to explain why the problem was occurring and what she did to solve it. The end result is the client and the member were able to have that enrollment completed in a timely manner. Jessica is always willing to help, and she's an expert.
Hello, everyone. It's Suzanne Simpson here from the Human Resource Team. Today, I'm presenting for Olivia Franco, who has nominated Nicholas Dolger for Be Experts. The team was working through an issue with EB GPT updates, and after looping through multiple resources, the root cause was still unclear and delaying progress. Nick quickly assessed the situation. He identified any underlying issues and clearly explained what needed to be done. He stayed engaged while we worked through the updates and remained available to confirm everything was implemented correctly. The issue was resolved efficiently and accurately, preventing further delays and ensuring the updates were completed correctly. His expertise saved time, reduced back and forth, and restored confidence in the solution. Thank you so much, Nick.
Hey there, Sasha Lyson, VP of People and Culture, and I am excited to nominate Glenda Stack for the Own It value this quarter. Glenda, for the past quite a few months now, has been operating with a super small team, much smaller than is normal during this time of year. And she has been really tackling a lot and doing it with an immense amount of grace. She's been a continued steadfast leader, not only to the accounting team, but to all of us here at Fringe. And for that, Glenda, we're exceptionally thankful.
Hey Fringe, this is Holly Bowman. I'm on the recognition committee here at Fringe, and today I want to thank everybody for your elite nominations, and we are going to do the raffle for the excellent nominations. So first we're going to start with nominees. Anthony Mendel. Nominators. Lori Shipman. Thank you everybody for all of your submissions. Have a great day.